Okay, good evening. It's 9:54. My baby is waking up, it appears. So I may have to cut this video short if she starts to really wail. Let's give her a second though, because she's been fighting a little bit of a bug. Yeah, Germany and Britain. I mean, Britain's hurting after that. But Germany's doing what it's got to do. I mean, the Luftwaffe has to get engaged. Got a nice front going. We'll see. I mean, my navy is decimated. Britain's still got, or Italy still got a little navy there, but it's an interesting game. We'll see. My baby is still rolling around. I think she's waking up. So all my combats are laid out. Code word is nut roll. We're going to start up here in C-Zone 125 with a fighter on a cruiser, and we're going to hope for the best. So my fighter at 3, I roll a 4. You roll a cruiser at 3, and you roll a 2. Well, Germany gets a break. Germany gets a break. In Karelia, I have 2 at 1 versus 1 at 2. 2 at 1, I got a hit. 1 at 2, and you got a hit too. So 1 at 1. See, I mean, you think this game is so funny because you think one round you're screwed, but then the dice for the other person is just as bad. Viborg is the same. 2 at 1 versus 1 at 2. 2 at 1, that's a bad roll. 1 at 2, that's 1 hit. I'll keep going. 1 at 1 versus 1 at 2. So I'll retreat. You can keep Viborg, but I did liberate Karelia. Man, I wanted that cruiser bad. I wanted to lose the fighter plane. Getting a little risky, but I'm trying to stop Germany from snowballing because they are apt to do so. Okay, let's go to Bessarabia next. I have 2 at 1 and a 3 versus 1 at 2. Here's 2 at 1. That's nothing. And 1 at 3. That's 1 hit. Versus 1 at 2. That's 1 hit as well. Look at that. Rolling good defense for the Germans. But we do liberate Bessarabia. Bessarabia. Okay. 2 at 1 and 2 at 2 versus 2 at 2. So here's 2 at 1. It's double 6s. Here's my tech roll. By the way, I think you forgot to do your tech roll if you bought one. Here's 2 at 2. I got snake eyes, which is great. And here's your 2 at 2. And you missed completely. So Eastern Poland went very well. And we took no losses. So that's nice. And the loss of the fighter plane sucks, though. Okay. Baltic states. I have 3 at 1 and 1 at 3 versus 2 at 2. Here's 3 at 1. Nothing. 1 at 3 from the tactical. It's nothing. 2 at 2. 1 hit. So it's 2 at 1 and 1 at 3 next. So, 2 at 1. Nothing. And 1 at 3. Nothing. Versus 2 at 2. Nothing. 2 at 1. Got 1 hit. And then my tactical 1 at 3. It's my second hit. Versus 2 at 2. And you roll double hits. So you keep the Baltic states, because I will not be losing a second plane this evening. So you keep the Baltic states. Might lose more planes tomorrow, but tonight, no sir. Okay, those are in Poland. He was going to recover in Moscow. I think that's all the combat that I had. 1, 2, he recovers in Rostov. We're going to send non-combat 1 infantry up from Rostov, 1 infantry and an artillery up from, this will actually recover in the Ukraine. I lied. The fighter plane will land in the Ukraine, not Rostov. We're going to activate Persia with Russia and get 2 free infantry. from the guys in northwestern Persia. And we're also going to spend these guys in Kazakhstan 1, 2 into eastern Persia and activate eastern Persia. These guys in Sikhang will stay in Sikhang for now. Up here in Yakut will move to Yenisei. All these will remain the same. We're going to pretty much leave everything else the way that it is. A lot of dead German infantry that round. But I lost that plane, that damn fighter plane. Okay. It's a pretty thin eastern front. I've been getting away with a little bit of greed, so... Oh, my purchases. Jesus, what did I buy? I bought a fighter, 4 infantry, and 2 tanks, something like that. So a fighter is 10, and 18 is 28. That's not 18, that's 6 infantry. So I bought 6 infantry. That's 28, and then I bought 2 tanks is 40. And then 43 was the other infantry, so it was 7 infantry. Okay, that's a little better. So we'll put 2 infantry and a tank into Novgorod. We will put 5 infantry, a tank, and a fighter into Moscow. Oh, 5 infantry, a tank, and a fighter into Moscow. And that's Russia, pretty much, for this turn. Okay, so really upset about that damn cruiser, but there's not much I can do about it. We are going to send this cruiser to C-Zone 114. Actually, he's going to stay in C-Zone 111. Actually, no, he's going to go to C-Zone 114. Okay, Russia starts at 37. I am down 1 and 2, but I am up 2 for Persia. So that is 37 total, which I believe is what I make because I don't get the bonus because of C-Zone 125. So 37 total is the money this round. And we'll see you tomorrow. The video is 8:05.